Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to jump into today's crafting video because I finally decided to do a Valentine's Day craft since I am currently in the process of putting up all of my Valentine's Day decor. So today I thought it would be really cool to make some of these resin candy message hearts. So for this craft, you're gonna need a few things. So I got these molds in a pack of 6, but I'm only gonna be using 4 for this craft. I took out the other 2 and put them in my kitchen so I wouldn't get them mixed up with my resin ones. A lot of the ones that I saw were kind of like domed hearts, and I wanted these to be more flat like the candy hearts are. So that's why I ordered these, and it came in a pack of 6, so that's awesome. I'm not gonna have to like keep doing this one mold over and over and over. I have multiple molds where I can have all of my hearts done at once. And then you're obviously going to need, whether you're using alcohol inks, acrylic paint, or in my case, I'm using glitter to pigment my hearts. I'm using 4 different types of glitter. I got all of these from Michael's. I love this like chunky opal, like iridescent glitter. That's like my favorite. But I thought these would be so cute for Valentine's Day. And then you're gonna need some resin. I'm using some Counterculture DIY artist resin. Now, anytime you're working with resin, you need to be super safe because it is a very harsh chemical and you don't wanna get it on your skin and breathe it in. It's very toxic. So I always wear gloves and a full face mask. And then we also have a popsicle stick to stir up our resin and kind of divvy it out in these paper cups that I'm going to separate all the different glitter colors with. And then once we're all done, you could leave your hearts plain, but I want to write on mine kind of like the candy message hearts. Now you could do that with vinyl, acrylic paint. I'm going to be using this Sharpie paint marker, and this is an oil-based marker. I really love oil-based paint markers, like way better than the acrylic paint markers. So I'm going to be using this to actually write my messages on there. But if you're kind of worried about your handwriting or you want it to just be chef's kiss, then obviously use the vinyl. That'll probably be your best bet. All right, guys, I'm super excited to jump into this craft. So let's get started. So I'm about to measure out my resin. And remember, you have to measure out perfectly equal parts, otherwise it will not cure correctly. So I'm putting on my gloves and then I'm gonna put on my face mask, and I'm really not gonna be able to talk with my face mask on and you guys understand me or hear me very well. So I'm just gonna explain really quickly what we're doing. Okay, so I'm making sure that I'm measuring out perfectly equal parts by using this shipping scale that I have here. And I'm gonna be using 1 cup to actually measure out the resin, and I'm gonna be pouring part A and then part B until they are perfectly equal parts. Then I'm going to mix thoroughly until it is perfectly crystal clear and you don't see any of like the foggy haziness in there with my popsicle stick. And then we are going to divvy it up into these paper cups where we are then going to pour our individual glitters, mix those up, and then pour those into our silicone molds. Now, once we have these poured into the molds, we are going to use some alcohol in this tiny little spray bottle to pop any bubbles that come to the surface, or you could use your heat gun, whichever you prefer. Because these are so thin, I know the heat gun will just like completely heat up the resin completely through these hearts. Like, you see how thin these little hearts are. So I'm just going to be using some alcohol that I have in this tiny little spray bottle that I got from the Dollar Tree, but I'm just going to spritz it on the resin, and all the bubbles that are on the surface are going to pop immediately. Then we're going to let it set for 24 hours and they should be completely cured, and we should be able to demold them, and then we can write our little messages on the hearts. So I'm going to put my mask on and get started. right, guys, so it is the next day. It has been 24 full hours. So now we are ready to demold our little hearts and see how they turned out. And then we're gonna write our little messages on them. Look how cute. So I didn't want to do a ton because I'm putting these in a kind of like smaller jar. Ooh, I love the white opal. All right, so now we are ready to write our messages on them. Now, like I said yesterday, you could totally use vinyl and your Cricut and cut out words so that they are just perfect. But because these are so small, I would be cutting out and weeding out super tiny words, and I hate dealing with that. And, you know, I trust my handwriting. So I'm just going to be using this oil-based Sharpie paint marker. And voila. So now I'm gonna let these dry for about 20 minutes or so, and then we'll be able to put them in our jar and we'll be done. So my little resin hearts are completely dry. Now you could obviously put like regular resin over this and dome it, whether you did vinyl or you wrote your words on like I did, or painted them on with acrylic paint even, or you could use UV resin or some type of sealer to give it some kind of protected coat. But because I'm just putting this in this jar, I'm probably never gonna open this jar again. I'm just gonna continue to reuse it for decor. I'm not really worried about protecting the writing on here because this is a decoration for my own house. Now, if I was selling this or gifting it to someone, I would have probably done it with vinyl because obviously it would have looked better, and I definitely would have like done UV resin to dome it. But like I said, this is just a decoration for my house, so I'm not doing that today. Now I'm gonna be putting these cute little resin candy hearts in this adorable mason jar glass mug. Because I'm gonna be putting this on my coffee bar, and I drink a lot of my iced coffee out of these mugs. So I just thought it'd be really cute to fill this up with these hearts and then just put it on the shelf there since it's gonna go at my coffee bar. All right, you guys, and there is our jar with our cute little resin hearts. So now this is ready to go onto my coffee bar, and I think it's gonna look so cute up there. All right, so I got a perfect little spot for it. Look how cute. It looks so good with all my other Valentine's Day decor. I love these, they're so cute. So glad I decided to do that. Cute, cute, cute. I love how these came out, and as you guys saw, they look so good on my coffee bar with all of my other Valentine's Day decor. So I'm really glad that I decided to make these. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please let me know by giving me a big thumbs up. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other crafting tutorials. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.